Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about concealers because I got a request to go over concealers. The request wasn't that specific as to how they wanted me to go over concealers, but just gonna break it down. Concealers usually come in three types of formulas. You have your powders, like this. You have your creams, like these, and you have your liquids, like these. Yes, I have a lot of concealers. Different formulas, different brands. I am open to trying everything, every brand. I'm not like specific to one. If I want lighter coverage, if I want full coverage. Okay. Let's talk about when they're lightweight and when they're not so lightweight. Okay. Liquid concealers, for example, the MAC mineralized concealer is considered a liquid because it's a liquid. I mean, it's creamy, but it's a liquid. These are going to feel lightweight. Liquid concealers used to be more sheer coverage, but they've definitely become more opaque, meaning they offer more coverage. So if you want a concealer that is not really going to crease and it doesn't feel heavy on you, go with a liquid concealer. If you want lightweight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to be full coverage, but there are some that are not full coverage, so if you want to look for one that's full coverage, make sure whoever you talk to, salesperson, gives you one. Two of my favorite liquid concealers are the MAC one that I told you about. This one I use I almost use it every day. I just put it underneath my eyes, that's it, continue. Another really good one is the Giorgio Armani. This is the High Precision Retouch, also a liquid. See? It's liquidy. Then you have your cream concealers that, if you're thinking about how they feel on you, they are not lightweight. They're thicker, so they're a little heavier. So, for example, for cream concealers, you have Bobbi Brown. This is her concealer, and this is her corrector. And another one that I like too is from Mally Beauty. I got this in a trial kit. You see how it's creamy. So I'm just gonna swatch it. At first it feels a little dry, but you have to warm it up with your skin. That's another thing with cream concealers, you have to warm them up. You can't just directly put them underneath your eyes because it's gonna crease. You get it? And just warm it up. See, it's still creamy. But you can see that this looks heavier than this. Let's see. Then you have your powder concealers. I don't really use them. I got this a long time ago, and it's the only powder one that I have. A brand that offers a concealer that is powder that's famous is Bare Essentials. And their concealers are powder. I believe they are full coverage. I'm not sure, don't quote me on it because, like I said, I don't use it. But a powder, this one. Either way, whatever concealer formula you go with, you can definitely manipulate it, meaning you can apply a sheer coverage or a sheer layer and build to the intensity that you want. A warning with that though is if you do that with a cream corrector or concealer, make sure that you moisturize underneath your eyes, because if you just get it and put it on to cover with no moisture, it's going to crease, it's going to show texture, so definitely keep that in mind. You don't have oil glands around your eyelids or under your eyes. So if you're dry, it's gonna highlight it. So keep that in mind. Liquid concealers, you can get away with not moisturizing because they're liquidy. They're gonna offer moisture for you. But my rule of thumb is always moisturize underneath your eyes. It's good for your eyes. They need it. Powder, like I said, moisturize. Like I said, with these concealers, you can definitely build up the intensity. So if you want a full coverage concealer, I would say go with any of these. Now, if you have dark circles, you need a corrector. Whether you are peach or bisque, they cancel out the dark color underneath your eyes. So, for example, myself, I'm usually sort of like a brownish discoloration, so I use peach. That cancels out for me. But if you have pink discoloration or bluish, you want to go with a bisque, which is more of a pinky tone. Let me show you what pink is. Actually, you know what? I didn't have one loose. Let me take out this bad boy. This is Bobbi Brown BBU palette. So you have here all these correctors and concealers. So a peach, a bisque color, this is actually bisque, but I'm going to swatch for you, is pink. It's pinkish. You see how that's pink? Versus, so you have peach and then you have pink. You can tell the difference. So again, bisque will neutralize bluish, pinkish undertones, peach, brownish, purplish undertones. If you have dark circles again, you want to correct that first and then put a concealer on. You don't have to necessarily go with Bobbi Brown. There's other lines that have correctors and concealers. I believe MAC has them at their pro stores. Laura Mercier has 2 colors, I believe. Or you can find a concealer that has more of a pink undertone to it. For example, I know that Benefit has something called Erase Paste that has a pinkish undertone to it, so that will neutralize the blue underneath. So try that out. Also, you may find a concealer that is yellow. This is from YBF Cosmetics. This is a yellow concealer. Yellow will brighten underneath your eyes. That's it swatched. So if you want to brighten underneath, or say you put on your corrector, your concealer, or you just wear concealer and you just want to dab a little bit of yellow brightener and just put it underneath your eyes, it's just going to make your eyes look more open, more awake. It's definitely something, you know, to try. So, oh, and another thing that I want to talk about. Whenever you use cream concealers, you want to set it. So usually the concealer will come with a powder. Whenever you're done concealing, just set it so it lasts all day, no creasing. Liquid concealers, you really don't have to do that, and powders, obviously it's powder. You don't have to set a powder concealer with a powder, if that makes sense. So I hope that I covered concealers really good for you guys, but if you have any questions, comment down below and I will answer them as soon as I can. I hope you found this useful, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.